What's good with everybody, man? What's up with everybody? What's good with everybody? What's good with y'all indeed, man? I'm gonna angle this to be a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into what I'm gonna do for the night. I'm not gonna outright say the first animal. I just want y'all to guess. What's up with everybody, though? What is good with everybody indeed? Go ahead and just get situated. I already know exactly what I'm gonna do for this first drawing. I'm gonna just give y'all a second to kind of guess. I always find that like when everybody guesses off I kind of like at the beginning, it makes everything else just a little bit more fun. Seeing I kind of take y'all's like picks. But what's good with everybody, man? What's up? This one is gonna be pretty straightforward. I've done like a lot of birds and things. What am I drawing right now? You know, honestly, for this first one, I'm not even gonna outright say. I'm gonna just let y'all guess. Just for the first one. Maybe as the night goes on a little bit more, I might give some more hints. Just seeing where everything else goes. How do I get as good as you? Bro, you gotta just keep drawing. I feel like I learned the most through the process of doing. Like you learn the more that you do. I feel like that's like where a lot of my understanding came from. You learn through the process of just a lot of trial and error. You said an eagle. You think it's an eagle? You think this one is an eagle, do you? But yeah, going back to what I was saying though, man, you learn the more that you do. You're gonna have good days and bad days. As long as you keep at it, your understanding will sharpen. You know? Even if like it's not as good as you want it to be in the beginning, it'll get better as time goes on. You have to just give yourself a chance to learn. If you go like way back and look at some of like my super earlier stuff, it took me some time before I was as comfortable with the shaping of everything. Especially now, like you gotta just get used to just the basic shapes. So to like summarize what I just said, just think basic shapes for one. And you have to keep at it, man. Just give yourself time. You'll get better. As time progresses, your understanding will deepen. You know, the more you do, the more that you do, the more you'll learn. It'll get better. You said an eagle. This one is an eagle, man. This one, it is an eagle indeed. Is what I would say. You said, wow. Yeah. I wanted to start this page off by drawing in like a lot of birds and stuff. What's up with everybody? For this first one, I'm just gonna be sketching in like an eagle, bro. A dinosaur. This one is definitely a bird. What's good? Yo, what's up, Kira? What's good with everybody joining in? You said Eagles lost first round. I'm from Philly. I'm low key. I'm not like a big sports guy. I'm more of like, I just be drawing like a lot of wildlife. That is tough. That is very tough indeed. I happen to be looking at like a lot of stock pictures and stuff. And that's how I ended up coming to this idea. I wanted to get one that felt a little bit more alive. And just for this picture for the one time. And thank you for the heart me too, Gunner. What's up with everybody? That's how I ended up getting to this one. I wanted to make something that felt just a little bit more alive. Y'all gonna see it as it comes together. Nature, yeah. It's some nature stuff. I gotta just see where the night goes. I gotta just see how everything comes together. I'm not really looking to rush. I'm just gonna kind of take my time with this page. Scroll down a little bit. I love your videos. Thank you, Ellis. Yo, what's up, Sasuke? I gotta just see where the night goes. That's how I ended up getting to this point, man. Just gotta give it some time. It'll come together more as I go on. Drawing it normal, it's such like a breath of fresh air as I'm drawing it normally, because like I had to flip my understanding ever since I started doing those upside down videos. Says epic how you do it. Thank you, Lang. I feel like you said, bro, Raw, thank you, bro. Ever since I realized I could do drawing these normal for the one time, it just changes my understanding. He said, I'm on my account at Warren. How long have you been doing this for? I've been doing this for probably since like 2024. Not for like a long time, because it hasn't been that long since I even realized that I could. It was just like the moment that I realized I understood it, I just kept at it, you know? But I haven't been at this for as long as it may seem. It's more like once I realized I could, I kept at it. And I got better over time the more that you do. You said 1 year. Now, it's been over a year. It's been over a year. I started this in 2024. But before that, I had been drawing for my whole life with only my right hand. This is therapeutic. We have to do the big Jason face reveal before GTA 6. Bro, I'm going... Listen. There will definitely be a face reveal, even if it comes around the time. I'm going to show my face eventually. Slowly but surely. I'm making the promise, and I'm not just capping. I'm not just capping and yapping. Genuinely. 5 galaxies forward. Bro, you trying to bribe me, bro? You trying to bribe me. The coolest. Yo, thank you, Newest. Trying to bribe me, man. The other day, I was trying to bribe me with roses. Bro said, would I taste the paper for some roses, bro? Doing something strange for some change, man. That's not this kind of live stream, G. It's not this kind of live stream. Indubitably. I must have missed something. I don't know what that is, Victoria. I don't know what that means. You're trying to bribe me, man. But yeah, as I was saying before, so with some of my other drawings that I've done, I wanted for this one to feel a little bit more alive. So I'm trying to be more intentional with the way that I draw these feathers. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Magic. And how did this correlate, sir? I don't know what you're asking me. So you have stencil underneath the page you're drawing on? No. No. I don't know how this correlates. I don't understand what you're asking me, Lost. You're asking me the question of all questions. Him trying to do something strange. Nah, man, he was trying to bribe me. Bro he was trying to bribe me with some galaxies, and I was saying that one time I was on here and somebody was trying to bribe me with like some roses, bro. I'm just saying, bro was trying to bribe me, do something strange for some change, man. That's all. Don't overthink it. If y'all want to, from the movie Dark Crystal, there is a vulture-like creature, and he's named Skeksis. I thought that was this. I'm not gonna lie. Now this is genuinely an eagle. No surprises. There's no twist. I'm low-key just drawing in some wildlife, man, for the one time. There's no special trick. I'm just genuinely drawing in some wildlife. I know these past couple lives that I've done, instead of doing my birds normally, I would draw them in like upside down or something. But now I'm genuinely drawing it in normally. So what is this supposed to be? Lift the paper? No. It's an eagle. Hey, thank you too, XO. Or I think that's an I. Zio. I hope I said your name right, bro. If not, it's my bad, G. I'm 1000% committed to the process. Indubitably indeed. It's getting too dark. What you mean with just the way that it's coming together? Don't over analyze it. Just give them some time. Give me some time to bring it together. It'll form. Hey, thank you too, Quavo. Slowly but surely, bro. Just give me some time to bring bro to life. Let me like angle this. This can be better angled. Just to make it feel more real, you know? Just a little bit more real. But the main thing here with this one is just trying to get that curvature of his wings. I feel like it's been a long time since I've tried to do a full body of one of these. I'm not gonna lie. How do you visualize this and make it happen? So to answer your question, Mike, I'm looking at like a reference picture on my left. So it's not like just completely visualization. It's more like I look at pictures as I'm going along with it and just doing my best to bring it to life. It's not like just completely off of the dome it's like an effort of trying my best to just recreate a picture with both of my pens, you know? When did you learn you could do this? Patient. Keep the tail part. No, I was gonna draw on the tail part. I hadn't really got the chance to yet. Not yet. Trying to make bro's wings look more appropriate. Amazing. And thank you too, Brian. And I mean, like, it hasn't been that long since I realized that I could do this. I say like 2024-ish. But it wasn't like a complete ground zero. It was more like I just tried it out, and upon realizing that I could, I kept at it. And just got more and more comfortable with it the more that I did. I kept at it. It's an eagle. Just wanted to draw on some wildlife. I wanted to just do this page before I went to sleep. Most definitely. Do you know anybody else that does it like you are doing? Not really. I'm sure there's other artists out there, though. I'm sure there are other artists. Not the exact same way. There's other scribble artists out there for sure, though. But, nah, it's more, I kind of like lean into my own understanding, man. But the basis of it is just, I feel like you got to keep drawing. That's like the main takeaway. The way your movement paused. Bro, why you got to make it weird, Brian? I didn't take it the wrong way. You had to make it strange. Going back to the philosophy, like, why? There was no wrong way for me to interpret that, bro. Mesmerized, very cool. You right-handed. Are you more of a righty or a lefty? I'm more of a righty, but I've always had dexterity with my left in addition to the right. Just depends on what I'm doing, honestly. I'm on a mission right now, though. I'm trying my best to just bring bro to life. Make some straight pieces for the tail. I haven't got to the tail yet. Hang on. I have a plan, though. I have a plan. For this one. Just gonna bring bro to life. What are you drawing right now? Freedom, bruh. You said, oh, eagle. Nah. Miles per hour. You said freedom. Gotta let him know, man. Gotta let him know. I'm gonna make his wings look a little bit more ruffled on this other side. That way it doesn't look so perfect, you know? No, I didn't even see the head. I thought it looked like Patrick Star doing the deads. Nah. I've done a couple of pages with SpongeBob and things. This one is more on the side. Freedom from Georgia Southern. Freedom from Georgia. I'm gonna make his tail a little bit lighter. But it's still gonna have that same scribbly texture. But I'm not gonna overdo it. I didn't even I low-key read that comment already. Let me not reread it again. Definitely not Patrick, though. I feel like it's been a long enough time since I've done. Said America. I'm telling you, bro. Somebody say miles per hour, man. Oh, thank you, Misty. I got to get my guy right for the seasons. And as I was saying before, you know, I feel like it's normally I only draw on the faces of these birds. Like the last time I genuinely sat down and only drew in the body. He said Star Wars. How did you come up with this technique? It's amazing. Thank you, Boz. And well, I seen other scribble artists, and I'm not really formally trained, so I just tried my best to just kind of reverse engineer it in a way that made sense to me. I just wanted to draw. I had been drawing for like the longest with my right hand, and once I realized that I could do this, I just never stopped. It's so weird now because it feels wrong when I only draw with my right hand now. It's weird. I guess it's just like an unintended like side effect. Yo, what's up, darling? Both. And kind of as I was saying before, it's how I made sense of it. So I was like, if it works, it works, you know. Thank you for the heart me too, Darla. You said an eagle. You said bug became a feature. No, facts. Bro, look at you speaking in Skyrim. That's tough. A bug became a feature. That's a great way to put it. I don't know why this worked, but it does. So I was like, you know what? If it ain't broke, if it isn't broke, let me just not patch it. Let me not download the patch. I just didn't download the patch, and that's how we got here, bro. Following the flow, and it works. Indubitably. Thank you for the rose too, Runner. I thought it was Jar Jar Binks before I seen the beak. Yeah, yo, that's exact. Is it a glitch or a feature, bro? Make it hold a fish. This one isn't even flying. Like, it was perched up on this little rock. I just wanted to get one where it was. I wanted to get one where you could just see its full body. You might be onto something though with that idea of having like a little fish in the background. Recently, I discovered I like tried to draw in a fish fully. I might draw in like a salmon and a bear or something. Thank you for the hand heart too, WW. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Y'all might be cooking. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just sketch in the rock that it was perched up on. But more than anything, I wanted to just get that wildlife element in this one. That's like the main thing. I'm gonna make his tail feathers a little bit bigger. It's still kind of small. You trying to give a hot dog will be rad. Why you trying to give that man a glizzy, bro? Drop a follow. Thank you too, Yaka. And where did you learn to draw like that, bro? I was training with Master Uguay and the Graybeards, bro. I was up on the mountains with Master Uguay doing what we was doing. Do I do customs? If you want a custom, just DM me. Sometimes I do, but I don't really draw human portraits like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want like a custom, like some animals, some wildlife or something, I can do that. Master Uguay. A salmon. I might do a salmon. I think that. Hey, just let me see. Let me just see where this one goes first. I'll kind of go from there. Nah, but in all seriousness though, I'm not really formally trained. I just wanted to draw, and I kept at it till I found a way that made sense to me. To give y'all like a super condensed, like no chat GPT, do I do anime cartoons? Sometimes, Zaza. It's one of the coolest. Say definitely thank you, Paul. And catching fish. Now this one, he's not gonna be holding a fish in this one. I've done like animes and stuff. I've done all like it's hard to even quantify it. I'm doing wildlife and stuff right now, but it just depends on the night. I have some nights where I'll like draw the most obscure random stuff ever. Then I have other nights where it's more grounded and I'm just trying to draw. Wait. Is this Jar Jar Bible? I don't know what you asking me, Ryan. What you getting into, What's up, Digital? And man, I'm just getting into some shenanigans, man. Just getting into some shenanigans. To make a long story short, if you ever sold your art IRL, once man came with me in the mall, he sold me a drawing. Well, to answer your question, Jesus, I be kind of like keeping this more on here. I'm not really like an IRL kind of creator yet. Drawing with two hands is cold. You on the spectrum? No, not that I know of. Show us the other stuff. If you go to my page, I low-key don't want to flip through my book. But if you go through my page, everything that I've done for the most part recently is on there. Like, just go to my page, bro. It's all kind of stuff plus more than you can probably imagine. Trust me. Are you born ambidextrous? That's a turkey on a flight on Thanksgiving. Nah, it's not even a turkey. It's genuinely an eagle. But yeah, I've always had dexterity with both, but I would say I'm more of a righty to answer your question. But as I was kind of speaking on it a little bit earlier, this was just something that I tried out, and upon realizing that it made sense, I was just like, you know what? Bet. Do you think eagles will taste good? Bro, we not eating the eagles, bro. What are you trying to get into? We not eating the eagles, Jared. Why is that on your mind, bro? We gotta keep an eye on you. Have you watched The Chainsaw Man? I hope you do practice drawing people like this in your spare time. No pressure. It'll be sick. You talking about like real deal humans. I figure that it's gonna be inevitable that I'm gonna like post some stuff up, but I kind of really haven't just like sat down and tapped in with it. It's just been something that's I put on the back burner. My home inspections business is Eagle Eye Inspections Inc. It probably is your fave. That's tough. So you done pretty much caught me like, that's crazy. That's crazy coincidence. You should low-key go on Twitter. Bro, Twitter is cool. I recently got on there, man, but like Twitter is a slippery slope, bro. Twitter is a slippery slope. It's like a mixture of like wholesome. It's like a all worlds colliding kind of platform. Like I don't even know how something like that could just exist. It just you ever just experience no just X. No, but X. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Is that a seagull? It's fire, bro. Now, I mean, listen, I'm saying it's great. X is great, but it's like a collide of worlds. Everything is going on at once. Everything is there. Yo, what's up, Alden? How did you discover you can do this? Like, may the fourth be with you. Um, was it a question? I discovered this just through trial and error, man. Now for the fish that I wanted to do. Now for the fish. I looked up I looked up fish and like literal fish popped up. Hang on. Like cooked fish. Like why would I just want to see a salmon fillet? Like why would I just want a stock image of a salmon fillet? That's crazy. Like, I'm not trying to see this dude holding a salmon. I don't know why he renamed it to X. No, because it's crazy because you're gonna be like, yo, man, I'm streaming on X right now. Like, you see that video on X videos, bro? Like, I see he wanted it to sound sleek, but X just has such a crazy correlation. Like, I see the vision. I understand it. It's just, yo, that junk is Twitter, bro. That's what I'm saying. I see the vision, though. I see it. Just X, bro. X. He referred to it. I seen like a podcast. He referred to it as X videos, bro. I'm like, I don't know if that's the same thing, bro. It just has a crazy correlation. I see the vision. He wants it to sound sleek. Like the letter X is a sleek letter, but X just has such a crazy. X has a crazy. Oh no, man. I don't know. He said R33. Nah. We keeping this. We got to keep this somewhat grounded, but I wanted to find a good reference picture of a fish. That was something that came up a lot. What I might do is I might come back to it, or I got something. But yeah, it's like a less. I feel like it's a less tame version of Reddit. If you remember, Reddit was crazy at a point in time. I think they've went through and sanitized Reddit a lot. Like Reddit, I don't even know what's going on Reddit no more, bro. But Reddit was like the Wild West at a point in time. But it was like a great shift. Nobody's really, you said real, bro. Nah, unfortunately, Reddit was like a crazy place at a point in time. That's tough. Yo, I think I'm dead, man. So wait, have you seen Funky Town? Nah. Had to hop in here and say, what's up, Pennywise? What's up, Charlotte? That's tough. The Pennywise connection, you are going to forever be associated with those Pennywise drawings. The Charlotte Web, that's forever you now. Like, as I was saying, bro, like, Reddit is Reddit. I don't know how else to put it. Like, there's no way for me to just summarize that. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy indeed. You forever associate. Oh, it's our thing now. I'm saying that's never gonna go away. That's like a canon event. A canon event indeed. Hey, thank you to your spirit guide. I gotta go ahead and draw the salmon in HD. I gotta get my guy in the highest quality. That way I really know. That way I really know what we doing here. It's really some wildlife. Every time I hear something crazy, I say it sounds like a Reddit story. Nah, I mean, that stuff too, that's like the tip of the iceberg. Like, I had this phase where I would go through and I was just listening to all like the Reddit. It'd be like an AI dude, or it'd be like an old British dude or something reading Reddit stories. And it'd be like a dude whose life is genuinely like beyond redemption. And it'd be like, yo, this is like some of the most intriguing, interesting stories ever. I feel like to a degree, a lot of it probably wasn't legit. I don't know what that is, Shab. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like some of it'd be crazy because while a nice amount of it probably isn't legit, for the stories that are true, it just makes you wonder, like how do you end up in that predicament? You know? I've done the dots and X's and the L's, his 20s. But yeah, man. I think every single platform has great things to offer. There's always There's always questionableness everywhere. It's what comes with the landscape of being in the online space. It's like someone that would have to be fake or at least exaggerated. I mean, it sells it sells to be. But I feel like sometimes some of them stories, it might have started like, yeah, towards the height, like the height of it, it might have been fabricated a little bit, especially with Chat GPT being invented. Dudes was probably cooking up Chat GPT stories. Thank you to Outsider. It took me a moment to comprehend your name, bro, but I appreciate you. They was probably cooking up some kind of little Chat GPT stories. That's crazy. That's like really just a thing. You can cook up like a whole lifetime, do an open mouth crocodile. Let me see. I got something else I want to do on this page, but maybe. I'm not going to promise it because I don't know what kind of space I'm working with by the time I get done with this one. I got to just see. Do I sell these? Sometimes, yeah. If you are interested in something, DM me. I haven't listed anything formally yet. But a lot of these things, I've been kind of putting it up more for my bookshelf of progression. It's going to be some stuff coming up, though. Trust. Trust me. Slowly but surely. I'm going to go back to bed. See you. Hey, take it easy, Charlotte. You have a good one, too. I know you got it, bruh. Toss that in there. Oh, what you mean with the crocodile? Draw trip T. What does that mean? Let me make this salmon look more fish-like. I need Buddy to look extra moist. Eagle catching a salmon. Nah, it's this one. He's not catching it. It was gonna just kind of be like a wildlife. Just like a lot of wildlife going on here. It looks like a little scenery or something though, doesn't it? Yo, what's up, Z6? Oh, you talking about Tung Sahur. That's that little crocodile dude with the shoes, right? I'm not gonna draw no brain rot on here. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if I might draw like a genuine crocodile. I think it'll make for a cool little picture. Hey, thank you too, Gotcha. This is more impressive than normal drawing. I appreciate that, man. When did you figure out you was first able to even do this? I picked up on this like in 2024-ish. And it was more as I tried, like once I realized that I could, I just got better with time. It hasn't been like a crazy amount of time. It's just been like a gradual. The more that I do it, the more comfortable I got with it. I'm not really going for perfection with these. I just want to make something that feels alive. Sound of the ballpoint pen is chef's kiss. Thank you, man. Now the croc is Bombs Ardino, Crocodillo. If you have the claws, please do the croc. Kind of even with the crocodile, it got to be something that like looks right and matches. Let me just see. I think I got an idea. It got to make sense just for the occasion, you know? Unc is crazy. Unc is crazy. I wish I could show you when I was younger with the dots. That was 93. You did Presley. Tap and getting the 20K. I got to get some sleep. Hey, thank you too, Paul. Crazy. Are you copying off an image or your own image? I was looking at a picture. With a lot of these animal drawings, I'll be looking at a lot of different pictures. But I do my best to make it to where it matches whatever I'm doing. There gotta be some kind of cohesion with the pictures, man. Like I'll kind of grab random stuff, but it won't be so random to where it doesn't match. I just gotta find one of these that kind of goes along with what I'm trying to do. I see you. Okay, now. I'm gonna like drawing bro's snout. They gotta have enough space. Gotta have enough space. I think right here will probably be for the better. As far as like where it's gonna be. Take a blinker. Nah, that ain't really my thing, G. I wanted to do this to where he had enough space. Has enough space with his eyes. I feel like with a lot of these, I know I always say it, but the life of these is in the eyes. What about a chug jug? A chug jug is crazy. Do you know how big a chug jug is? Do you know how, like, that's insane. A chug jug for real. That's like tranquilizer. Teach me your ways. Bro, you gotta go train under Master Oogway, bro. You can't skip the unskippable cutscene. You gotta pick up your jacket, bro. You gotta pick up your jacket and put it back down. You can't skip the grind. You gotta pick up your jacket and put it back down, bro. I'm intrigued. Is this an actual art style? I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it's like a form of scribble art, but it's just kind of how I figured out how to do it. I'm not really formally trained. I don't know if I would go as far as saying that I created it myself, though. It's just my own interpretation of it. I'm just trying to like make Buddy's skin look textured. Amazing work. Thank you too, Mug, and I appreciate it, Lindsay. But I don't got like a, y'all looking for like a formal name. I'm like, there's not like a formal teacher, man. I didn't really get taught how to do this. Is this just something that like I just picked up on through my own process? Yo, what's up? What's up, Sierra? I'm not like formally trained at all, man. Just wanted to draw some animals and stuff, and that's how we got here. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. I gotta like draw, bro, snap to where it's not overlapping too much with the other things I started with. Hey, I appreciate it too, Lil and C. I gotta make bro look like rough around the edges. I think it's always cool when I like go through and draw these out because like they really just be chilling. They're not docile necessarily, but they'll be chilling. Do I use any other colors? Not really. With these, I'm kind of like, I lean into just the simplicity of it. Heavy on the simplicity. Less is definitely more. And thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it too, 510. And how long have you been drawing for? I've really been drawing on and off for my whole life, but with this isn't really nothing I realized I could do until like pretty recently. When I was off training with Master Oogway, man. Just wanted to try something a little bit different. And upon realizing that I could, that's just the result of this. That's like how we got here. To make a unskippable cutscene extremely skippable with some spark notes, we fast forwarding. Do you only use the red and blue? Yeah, VM. Can you write ambidextrously too? Yes. Yes, indeed. Bro, it's gonna make a hollow purple if he keeps up drawing with the red and blue. Sometimes it'll turn into like a purplish, like sometimes it does. That's like when I'm really, like everything is kind of like perfectly aligned. It depends on the night though. Thank you for the rose too, Coulter. What's up? It's Will, how are you? A gator. This one I think is a crocodile. Definitely close. I've had times where I've drawn in caimans and stuff, but this one's genuinely. Bro, these look cool. Thank you too, Sully. I appreciate it too, Mug. Just gotta like get the shape down. Like once you get his snout, everything else can kind of come together. You can kind of like do whatever you're gonna do. It's just you're getting like his teeth and his jaw right. So once you do it, you good to go. Very distinctive. Thank you too, Sully. Yo, on a completely random note, I feel like monkeys in Florida is a psyop. I know that dudes be like, yeah, monkeys have always been in Florida, but I'm telling y'all, that's not like a normal thing. Monkeys, I swear, monkeys have not always been in Florida. I don't care what nobody says. I don't live in Florida. How did you learn this? Bro, I picked up on this just through like trial and error, man. Monkeys in Florida is crazy. Do you have reference pictures? Would I ever draw a sports player? Maybe eventually, man. I'm never going to say never. Maybe eventually. Dude just casually like, yeah, we got monkeys in Florida, bro. What? Crocodiles have V-snaps and gators have U. That's how I always remember the difference. This one. He's a gator then, because his snout is more rounded. That's tough. I was low-key asked to do a croc, but it works, I guess. I was going through the references, and they just, hey. When I heard Florida, I think about gators. Yeah. It's a staple. That and the little, it's in between that and golf. And the infamous Florida man. Dude just be playing golf. Dinosaurs walking around. Not a care in the world. Yo, what's up, John? Have you ever drawn something bare? As in, no, not really. Nope. I really just be drawing like a lot of wildlife and stuff, man. I might throw in some characters, but these low-key be pretty tame. I'm not gonna lie. These can be pretty tame. I'm just kind of going on that other side and making it to where there's just some more teeth. What's up, Purple? He means from above the croc looks like a V shape and the gator looks like a U shape. I thought he was talking about the snout. Regardless, it's some kind of reptilian that lives in Florida that's getting drawn on the page, bro. Some kind of reptilian. It's a croc. I had dwarf caiman gator snouts around. Comes to a point. You ever tried this style with markers? No. I really haven't tried this style with like other utensils. It's been more of just strictly with my pens. I keep the process extremely simple. I don't really know how well it would translate with other stuff. In all honesty, I have no idea how that would work. I didn't think this was a gator, but I had like a lot of different reference pictures pulled up. It's something, whatever it is, it's a reptile. Something that lives in the swamp somewhere. That's what we doing. It's definitely what we doing. Just, you probably wouldn't want to get into the water with bro. Or if you want to. You're running a serious risk. Do a dragon. I don't know if I'm going to do a dragon tonight. I'm just kind of doing like a lot of wildlife on this page. I've done dragons before. If you go on my page, that's all there. Hey, it's a reptile. That's all we got to know exactly. See, as long as that's understood, it's some kind of reptile that lives in the water. Whatever buddy is. Just objectively speaking, you wouldn't want to get close to him if you seen this poking out of the water. Whatever he may be. A snake or a fish. This is AI. Bruh, you're an AI. This is not an AI. Not an AI, bro. Oh, man. The only like weird part about kind of like hitting the edge of the page is hitting the spirals. Like these right here. It's pretty trash. That's a crock. Team AI says 1. What y'all have like a community vote? What if I really was an AI crocodile? Got the same book. Y'all went to the store. No, I normally draw like 9x12 books, but like all the main ones I get, they were gone. I had to get like this supersized one. To the vote. Yo, hold on. I'll launch a poll. I gotta wake some of y'all up anyway. Gotta wake some of y'all up. Because the people trying to speak. Okay. Smile if you think this is AI. Cry if you don't think this is AI. Smile if you think this is AI. Don't cry. Cry if you think this is not AI. Smile if you think this is AI. Cry if you think this is not AI. Let's just see what the people are saying. Are you a lefty or a righty? Yes. Yo. Smile if you think this is AI. Cry if you don't think this is AI. All of a sudden, I'm going to start glitching. Team AI, fragged. Yo. Team AI for real. Trying to accuse me of being some kind of little, like a clanker, bruh. When did you figure out you could draw like this? Bruh, I downloaded the patch, and once I downloaded the patch note that dropped, I was good to go. Very creative. Thank you too, Melissa. Once I downloaded the patch notes, we was good to go. Hey, I'm glad we have like a mutual understanding that I'm no AI. I'm no AI. Bro, it's too good to be AI. I don't know, man. There's some AIs out there that will blow you away. Some AIs out there that would definitely. Where's the octopus? Bro unlocked achievements he didn't even know about. I'm telling you, I read a peaceful 100% playthrough. By all means, man. It's kind of like it's more of the corner of the page, but it works. It works. Do an octopus next. Octopus don't really match what I'm going for here. Not on this one. Not on this page. I got something else in mind. Feel like some 3D glasses will hit different. That's just crazy. Thank you, Cloud. I said it before. You got a natural talent. It's better than AI. Thank you too, man. Like I'm not gonna doubt AI though, bro. Because the moment we be like, nah, AI ain't about to. Nah, AI gonna blow us all the way. We gonna hop on. It's gonna be like a full on AI dude with 7 fingers. How to take this to master? I've only been drawing this way. Can you do a drawing like super bad? I don't know what you're asking me, Casper. What does the battle royale mean between an eagle, a gator, and over a salmon? Nah, say no battle. Nah, I was just. It's not like a competitive food chain thing going on here. I just was genuinely drawing some wildlife, man. He said it said there can only be one. Battle royale is crazy. One man for like a second, I had somebody that kept asking me to draw some Fortnite people. Speaking of battle royale, y'all, I want to put something right here, but I don't know. I don't think there's enough space. It could work, but it also might not work. Let me like make it a little bit smaller. This is gonna be, I don't know. That's not gonna be a good look right there. I have another idea. An owl face. Draw a frog. I want to take a picture. These would be cool tats, but they would be very painful. Oh, for sure. You don't want me like tattooing like on your skin like this, bro. That would be horrible. That would be beyond terrible. I had to give you like a visual demonstration. You will be scribbling on you. You definitely do not want me scribbling. Hey, thank you too, Shannon. Water droplets. A starfish, owl face. I want to put another little animal. I want to put like, let me know what you see. Tell me what you see. This one's going to get done. Going back to battle royale, I didn't even think about that angle. He said, "Is this a battle royale in between a croc and an eagle for a fish, like lizard?" I'm not even gonna draw a lizard on this one, man. Ain't gonna be no. I'm not gonna draw another reptilian, not yet. That's gonna be the only hint that I give. This is genuinely not a reptilian. The only other reptilian that I might draw on this page is like that, like lizard speed meme. What about a clam? A clam is cool, but a clam don't really match what I'm trying to go for here. Yeah, no problem too, man. A badger. Not quite. Let me know what y'all see. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I said that the octopus don't really match, but I don't know if these animals live in close proximity. I'm pretty sure somewhere in Florida, you drawing an owl, a mouse, a badger, a fox. Could be a badger or a fox or an owl. Thank you too, Mug. Another gator. Nah, I'm not gonna draw like the same thing twice. Not on here. Not on here. An owl. Believe it or not, I've had like points where I've drawn like a bunch of them back to back, but nah, not on this one. Not yet. Puma. Not even. This one's gonna be like really pushing it with the space, whatever it may be. I can see a mountain lion's face. A mountain lion is not quite here. A goat, a cardinal, Deadpool. Nah. I was on her drawing Deadpool and stuff the other night, but nah, not on this one. Not quite on this one. Deadpool is an interesting guess though. It's random, but it's not really random considering my track record for things that I've done on other lives. I'll have lives where I go really heavy into a fox, a wolf, a coyote, a fox. You think it's a fox? Y'all think it's a fox? A flower. Y'all think this one is a fox? This one is a horse, honestly. A raccoon. Now this one is genuinely a horse. I don't know how I get in a fox. That's tough. That's concerning. Jim Curry said, "Freak you mean a bear or a wolf?" Now this is a horse. Trust me. Jim Curry, bro. Tell me what, bro. Y'all trolling. What do you see? A horse? Bro, y'all are trolling, bro. What is going on here? Nah, dog. I genuinely can't tell. This is clearly a horse. This is the horse. This is as horses get. Y'all were playing. This is a fox? A fox, bro? How'd y'all get a fox? Crap. He's trolling. Nah, y'all playing. Y'all playing games. I see how it is. I see how it is. Nah, that looked like the Nightmare Before Christmas. A hyena, not a horse. As horse as dogs get, tomato. Dang, now you throwing tomatoes at me because I told you this isn't. Oh, this is not. But it said tomato. What does the fox say? He said, "Don't be you over here like messing up his whole identification." Bro, he's just vibing. Ram. But he's just vibing. It's low-key a trauma test. That's a fix. Nah. A fox, an elk, a hyena. Nah, this is a horse. Genuinely, this is a horse. I don't know how I get in a fox and hyenas and dogs. Come on, bro. Y'all playing games. Coyote, thank you for the rose too, Day. Where, bro? Y'all were playing, man. What do you mean where? This is clearly a horse on this page in front of you right now. How are you getting a horse? This is clearly a horse. I promise you that is not a horse. Bro, how you about to tell me? How you going to tell me, Chupacabra? How are you about to tell me that this is not a horse? This is clearly a horse. Brother, how are you going to tell me this is not a horse? Trust the process. He said clearly. This is as clear as horses get. Chihuahua, red fox. You're rage baiting, I see you. That fox is not identifying as a horse. Bro, am I tripping? Yes, you are tripping, bro. I don't know where y'all getting the fox from. In all seriousness. Foxes don't even be red. Bro, am I tripping? Indubitably. I'm throwing tomatoes at your house. Why you throwing tomatoes at my house, bro? Sound crazy, but that you said, nah, this is definitely, this is a horse. Clearly. Try to make sure bro's extra red. Definitely a fox. I don't know where you're getting a horse from. Beautiful. What style of drawing is this called? You know, this is a form of scribble art. And it's just my own understanding of it. I'm not really formally trained. I just wanted to draw wildlife, and that's how I got to this point. I just kind of like kept at it till I found a way that made sense to me. Clearly. Hey, thank you for the rose too, Nuffo. Can you show the full page? Where is the tail? Bro, you gotta imagine it, bro. You gotta imagine the tail. If you can imagine it, you gotta just visualize it. Let me see. I want to squeeze another little animal on here. Point at the tail. You got to just imagine it. The salmon will go crazy, or is it a bear? It's a flower. I see the vision. Man, y'all not seeing the vision. Y'all are here telling me my horse is a fox. Y'all are acting confused. Y'all trolling. And Buddy talking about throwing tomatoes at my place of residence. Do a turtle. I'm gonna throw tomatoes at you, bro. Throwing tomatoes is insane. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta keep you some tomatoes in your inventory at all costs. That's just mandatory. Tomato, tomato, tomato. I'm gonna throw tomatoes at y'all too. And y'all, not only y'all throwing tomatoes, y'all confused. What's up with the tomatoes? They're confused. They're just upset that they sat there and mistook my horse for a fox. They're angry. Draw a tomato? No. Not dry this. This isn't. I'm not Gordon Ramsay. Oh, throw tomatoes at cranium. Without donating a tomato to you. Stop. Can you do a side human face? Nah. I don't got enough chocolate for all that, bro. Stop being mad. You're blessed. Hey, thank you too, user. Y'all throwing like a whole kitchen at me. Tomatoes. What is that? Is that a yam? What's going on? Yo, I don't know why it took me so long to like register what that was, bro. Goodness. Everything tomato. Nah, don't be. Y'all throwing tomatoes. Nah, I was lagging. He has horses on his page. Come on, nah. Me? Nah. Not the sweet potatoes. Exactly. They throwing the kitchen at me. They throwing the whole dining room Thanksgiving festivity. Sweet potato. Nah, that's already cooked. They're not seeing the vision. That's okay. Tomatoes too mainstream. We throw in the yam. Yo, look at you trying to be obscure and mysterious. Bro, he trying to change up the game. Throwing yams. Yo, throwing a yam at somebody. That's got to be like a domestic threat or something. A yam that's like a block. You throwing a brick at somebody basically with enough force. You taking down a wall, especially in the States. Yams will really hurt for sure. Yo, if you like misfire that's doing damage. You throwing that at somebody, bro, you're cooked. If you get hit by that, you're cooked. I don't know too many people that walked away from getting smacked by a yam. With a tomato, it might a tomato is gonna hurt, but it'll bounce off of you. But a yam, that's like a block. That's a brick. You're gonna have some damage. Are you drawing Springtrap? No. I considered it though, but no, I'm not drawing Springtrap. It's been a long time since I've drawn this Springtrap before, man. I considered drawing this Springtrap though. I've had a couple of nights where I was experimenting and I drew in some of the characters. They're always challenging, but I ultimately was like, nah, I'll save them. I'll save them for another time. And is that an explosive? Who you know have been smacked by a yam? I don't know nobody personally, man, but you know, there's nothing new under the sun. So if you could think of it, it's happened to somebody. I feel like I genuinely believe there's some random dude or somebody who has gotten hit by a yam. I've heard of people getting like bricks. I've heard of bricks being thrown, but a yam is crazy. You got to be a different kind of, like, you got to be, that's real rage, throwing a yam at somebody, bro. Like, who just has a yam just pre-selected in their inventory? I don't understand. That's a dangerous individual. The Eagles look tough. Thank you, Bernie. I never see ink on those pens that low. Nah, that's how you know I'm not an AI, Skits. Because if I was an AI, my ink wouldn't deplete. I'm always disappointed to let my pens go, though. That's a raccoon. Nah, this one is actually a bumblebee. A hawk. Yeah, it is a bumblebee, genuinely. A raccoon. Nah. I'm not drawing no raccoons, man. Me, of course not. This one is not. Not quite. Rocket. Indubitably. You know, actually, man, I seen one of these out in like broad daylight one day, and somebody told me that if you see them in the day, they're probably really dangerous. Because they only really come out in the day and they got like rabies or something. Buddy was just camping on somebody's porch, waiting. I was on the bus, luckily. I seen this one video of this lady, and she was like, she opened up her door, and there was one just camping. He had rabies or something. She had to grab him. He said, hold on, let me get my glasses. Got me messed up. Bumblebees? Yeah. This one is some bumblebees. Now, not you like pulling out, you got to pull out the binoculars. You got to really analyze it. It's all about the interpretation. How does one discover his talent? Was it taught? No, I didn't really get taught this. I just tried to reverse engineer scribble art, and I just did it in a way to where it eventually made sense to me. And once it did, I kept at it. You have to keep doing it. You got to keep drawing and keep drawing a little bit more. Bumblebees with rabies. Hey, if you could think of it, it probably exists somewhere. They probably got like a lab somewhere where they're cooking up bumblebee, rabies infested. You gonna become like the bee man. Team humpback whale on top. I seen a raccoon family crossing a busy street during the day. Now I think that they're pretty smart. Like they'll sit there and see you doing stuff and they'll like imitate you with their hands. They're like trash pandas. I'm pretty sure that they're like really smart. I like to admire things from afar. I think that it's a great thing to just have that luxury of you just admire it from afar, man. You just let it be. You let it be what it is. I don't really know if I'm trying to be like in close proximity. I'm pretty sure they could be dangerous. One time I ate a raccoon. That's all you, bro. That's all you. I've never really had a raccoon before. I never really like considered when somebody guesses wrong, does sometimes make you see what they are seeing and mess up the vision. We trapped a bear in my front yard. Let's say, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely wouldn't have trapped, bro. I would have made it easier for him to go. Definitely would not have trapped, bro. Because he gonna get mad. He gonna have all that pent up energy. And then he's gonna be hungry. Burning all them calories. Nah. Then he gonna be looking for a dinner or a snack. That's not a raccoon, that's a bumblebee. Bro, he's just vibing, man. He's just vibing. Let him be him. Buddy is just vibing. Kept getting into the trash, trapped and relocated. Dang, y'all sat there and set him up. Dang. That's a trap, but you set that man up. Nah. But they're really smart. When I went to the Smoky Mountains, they had these like special containers because they're really smart and they'll get into the trash over and over again. Yo, they sat there and set bro up with the trash. He said, I don't see the vision. Dang. Free bro. Dang. Could you imagine being a bear? Somebody just like really. Dang. Okay. Yo. He said, bro, it's a bumblebee. Y'all set up like a whole sting operation on that man, bro. That bear, he was living life. Free Yogi. Ain't that dude's name? Free Yogi. He was trying to just snack on some trash. You trying to snack on some trash. Yo, what's up, West? It's a bumblebee. I've encountered a wild bear before in Tennessee. That doesn't surprise me. Y'all done set up Yogi. At least y'all relocated him and y'all didn't like take him out or nothing. Free bro. Said gangity gang gang. That's tough. Gosh. That's tough. Why did you thank you, XR. Fire raccoon. This isn't even a raccoon. What is this art style? Bro, you don't have to retype that message, G. Why would you just type that out and have me read that, bro? Can you do a Hawaiian sea turtle? I don't know if I'm gonna do that on here. It don't really match what I'm going for. Not on this page. Not on this page. I don't know if I'm not even gonna promise it tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, tomatoes. Nah, bro, don't be reloading the tomatoes. Let me just bring this one together. I'm gonna start throwing tomatoes back at you. Tomatoes and yams and turkeys. It's a yam. Nah, I understand. I was genuinely curious sometimes what others see changes your perspective mid-drawing. You know, I've had some of these where somebody will like say, whoa, that looks like something, and I can see it. But usually with these, I'll have my mind set on what I want them to be. We do not speak of the turkeys. What about fish? I drew a fish. I'm just kind of taking my time on this page. With a lot of these, I'll do multiple, but I think this is going to be like the page of the night. Turkeys are cool. I don't got like no issue with turkeys. I was outside one day and I seen a wild one. He kind of jumped out the bushes and took off running. They're really fast and they're huge. Now for the next one. Now for the next one, indeed. Like turkeys really just be outside. It's easy to forget they be outside. Like all the animals. I'm not saying nothing that's like revolutionary either. Just I be like, you forget that stuff just really, if you're not around serious wilderness, it's easy to forget. It's very easy. Draw you. Is that a potato? I just spamming like all the love. We going full, we full chef. That's what we doing. Full chef mode. You know, I've spoken on this before, but the more animals that I draw, there's like structure. There's like a lot of structural similarities in between a lot of the head shapes. And it just goes back to just how I feel like everything is obviously made up of shapes, right? But there's just ways that everything is. How do I word this to where it doesn't sound like I'm like something's going on? Gordon Ramsay, we finna cook up this streamer a whole feast. Hey, I'm glad y'all cooking. I hope y'all washing y'all's hands, bro. Hope y'all washing y'all's hands. Cheese, bacon. I surely hope that y'all some hand washers, bro. I'm low-key like a germaphobe, yo. Like, genuinely. Yo, I see tacos, burritos. I know Mug Broom forgot to wash their hands. We not washing hands. It adds extra flavor. Oh, yeah. You gotta go. Off that alone, that ain't too smooth. Chameleon or lizard. Nah. Nope. You gotta guess again. Yo, and then Buddy threw you right under the bus. He let the world know you don't be scrubbing your hands. Platypus. Bear. You think it's a bear? Is it an anteater? A wolf? Nah. Genuinely no. But it could be. I see why you assume it's a wolf, but nah. One thing that I'm gonna do, I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight because I got to get up really early in the morning. But one thing that I want to do in like one of my more like one of my future live streams, I want to do like a page dedicated to dogs again. Man's best friend. Nah, this one genuinely isn't a dog, but you sat there and typed that out when I was like thinking of it. I want to do another page dedicated to dogs. Can I pet the dog? Nah, this one genuinely, he isn't even a dog. You definitely don't want to pet bro. Bears be looking pettable though, I'm not gonna lie. But you definitely don't want to pet bro. You gonna be cooked. I want to do another page dedicated to dogs. Is it a quail? A polar bear mammoth? Nah. Werewolf, that's a bear? You said you wanted to draw one. Did I? You sure I said that? Guys, obviously a coconut AI niche. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, are you sure I said that? A bear? I don't even remember even mentioning a bear. We was talking about yams and tomatoes. It's a puppy dog. I see a horse and an eaglefish and an alligator and a wolf. Nah. You seen it all. How'd you learn to draw like this? You inspired me. I'm grabbing 2 pens I used to. Yeah, when you was drawing the eagle. Nah. Nah, why you keeping receipts? Nah, I ain't say that. This is a little deer. This is incredible. Yeah, this is a deer. As in writing a letter, deer. This is really a letter right here. A butterfly. You definitely said a bear earlier. Nah. Man, I don't know, man. Y'all having like y'all warping reality. Y'all came back. That's cool. Thank you, Zio. Is this considered doodling? Nah. I'm just writing a long letter. A long, long letter. You did say bear. How did you get into this or figure this out? I'm telling you, man, I was training with Master Uguay. Bro said receipt. Nah, that's what it is. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know y'all was listening like that. That's crazy. Is what I would say if that is what I said. Yo. Said, bro, W letter. Look at y'all holding me accountable, bro. You love to see it. That's beautiful. Got Arthur Morgan journal theme at the facts. Y'all got like the high honor. This is high honor right now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like aside from being on the run, I feel like that'd be like a pretty chill life. Like just having like your little horse and venturing across the world. Like it's not like obviously historical context aside, right? But like I feel like it would be pretty relaxing, man. Roller coaster. I definitely have me a little sketchbook, but like you gotta pick your battles. I don't know about riding around on a horse, dual hand scribbling, bro. That's an easy way to get like they gonna cook you. You are amazingly talented. Thank you, L. It's like Salem witch stuff. They're gonna be like witchcraft and you're done. You gotta think about like it's cooked. Do you start with the eyes most of the time? Yeah. That's where I feel like a lot of the life in a lot of these are. Starting with the eyes. You got to capture the life of them. Big agree. Anything to escape late stage? I mean, you got to escape. Man, it's a mess. It's a mess. But best believe. Y'all might be onto something. I might hop on here. Be in the middle of nowhere with some horses, man, with a little notebook. Like Arthur Morgan. Now for the finale. The finale. This one is going to be a crab. You said a turkey. This one is going to be a crab indeed. Let me get a good picture of this crab because everything got to match here. Drop that owl. Did you say a crab? Yeah, this next one's going to be a crab. This is what we doing. I got to zoom in to get like the best view. You drawing a snake will go. Can you show the reference picture? I'm not going to move my tripod, but just look up like regular crab. I'll be on like Pinterest, low-key. Pinterest and Google. I haven't used Google as much recently because I feel like with a lot of Google, it's AI slop. Genuine garbage. Maybe that's just like a me thing, though. I wish I could send gifts to my parents. It's all good, buddy. You was buying cards, bro. You gotta lock in, bro. You mentioned cards drawing. You gotta get focused, man. That took away your spending because you was buying cards. Yo, I think Mug Broom left the kitchen. Hey, you gotta lock in, bro. They probably took it away because you was buying tomatoes and yams, bro. He said, yo, that's bro. It's all good. Happens to the best of us, bro. Happens to the best of us indeed. But I appreciate the consideration, bro. But you got a lot on your plate right now, man. You got a lot on your plate. I appreciate the gesture. I bought toilet paper once and they got mad at that. Yeah, that's pretty extreme. Carts and TP. Bro, you should have just invested. You should have just invested in Bitcoin back in 08 or something, bro. Instead of playing with the Wii, that should have been the move. You're incredible. I'm going to try and draw rows. Do your thing, XR. They probably thought you were going to TP the neighborhood. No facts. TP is like W. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're having a good time here. That's pretty crazy. I want to support. How do I support, bro? You supporting me, bro. It's out of your control, man. You said that they got you on lockdown, bro. You got a lot on your plate right now, bro. You got a lot on your plate. Just chill. Just chill. Can you draw regularly? No, not anymore. Not anymore. It feels weird when I do. It feels off. Sure, if you gave me some time, maybe I could like readjust, but it would just kind of feel off. You said, oh, a roadrunner. Nah, this one's going to be a crab in all seriousness. This one's going to be a little crab, bro. I got to get bro his shape. Got to make sure everything comes together in a way that can be identified when you see it. Once when I was a kid, I drew something in red and blue, specifically trying to make it 3D. Well, you know, you mentioned like the 3D aspect of this. It's like when I started this way, I didn't really intend for it to look 3D. It was just kind of like a accident. And once I realized that that's kind of how it comes out. One time I was on her one night, somebody was like explaining to me the way that somehow with red, blue, and green, you can get all the color, like the whole color spectrum. Just drew a rose. Came out all right. Need that new red one, bro. Bro, I refuse. I'm going to use this until like it literally can't be used anymore. I hate to let these go. He said, bro, you need to let it go. Nah, I refuse. I'm going to use it till it can't be used no more. Because when I swap my pens out, bro, I got to like wear it down to where it's good for drawing again. Yo, you like not the first person to say that. You said, bro, you got to let it go, bro. You got to let it die. I refuse. Do you know how much I sacrificed for this pen, bro? A seahorse. Nah, this one is just a crab. Thank you for the rose too, Pose. This red pen means the world to me, man. Indubitably indeed. Is your name Will? No. My name is Jason. Thank you for the roses too, Nuffo. W red pen. Nah, my name is not Will. I see a face now, a mouth and eyes. No. This is a crab. Bro's drawing the mind flare. I'm seeing a doe. I don't know how you're seeing it though. The Tim Cheese guy. Nah, not the Tim Cheese guy. Tim Cheese is just a random. That's just a little character I drew up one day. I gotta know the backstory on this pen. Nah, it had been everywhere. It's a crab for sure. Indeed. Pay for a portrait of my past moms. With this, I haven't really like expanded out to like face portraits, bro. But the moment that I do, let me double back. Deer, like a deer and an eagle. I see a deer. I don't know how y'all seeing a deer, man. With this is a crab. It's clearly a little crab, man. Y'all trolling hard. I see a deer too. I don't know how. I don't understand how that's possible. How I'm going crazy, but I can't see a crab. Nah, happens to the best of us, man. People seeing things not there. Bob Ross used to say, "Let dude use his pen." Bro, facts. I'm never letting go. I got a collection. My low key, my desk is more of a mess than what it normally is. Cause like I'm like not switching until I really master these pens, bro. You putting a beard on, bro. Nah, I was drawing like his surrounding body. I was gonna move on to drawing in his little claws. This is really make him seem extra crab like, you know. I gotta drip him out. Gotta make sure y'all know that his put it on my life, it ain't a deer, bro. I think you're trolling us. Come on, bro. Why would I troll y'all, bro? Yeah, I see that. I never would troll y'all, bro. Mary, I never would troll y'all. Think about John Pork. What would John Pork do? Where is the claw? It's on the it's obscured. It's obscured and it's more on the side. Like you gotta just rotate your phone the way you seen it. It's upside down. It's really upside down, man. You gotta just see it, you know? Like buff arms, yeah. Like buff arms indeed. You gotta just see it. A centaur. Nah. No. What would John Pork do? Exactly. What would John Pork do? What would John Pork do? You gotta think about John Pork, bro. It's not very John Pork of you. Eagle Deer Rider. Y'all not gonna believe what the next thing is gonna be. It's gonna be a little rodent. Little guy. Peace, Lord. Thank you, Pose. Moni. Let me see. I don't know. I don't understand what you asking me, Pose. John Pork is then the V. Or the fifth. Oh, yo. The V is crazy. Yo, I'm about to memory wipe everybody, bro. You didn't hear that. The V is crazy. I don't know why I read that as the V. The fifth. That's cooked. Jerry from Tom and Jerry. I'm gonna draw a little rodent. The V. V looks so crazy. V is dated now. We on the VI now, bro. That's what we doing. I found what's hidden with ink. A crab. A crab could be hidden with ink. A crab could be hidden indeed. Yeah, bro, you gotta just trust me, man. I'm telling you, I don't know how I seen the vision. This is like an aquamarine life page right here. With crabs and all kind of other little things. Other little sea life. I like the last crab you did. Thanks, bro. I'm glad you're seeing it for what it is, man. You one of one. How many voices do you have in your head? Brother, I don't have any voices in my head. Aside from like my internal monologue, but definitely not Buddy from Split, if that's what you're getting at. Bro, how many voices you got in your head? Twitch ASMR. You got faith in the vision. What is that? This one is gonna be just a little mouse. You should draw Toad. 4. You got 4 voices. What's 9 plus 10? Yes, Split is a good movie. Listen, I mean, you can think it's a great movie, but just because I think it's a good movie, I'm not really trying to be like, bro. He had what, like 30 personalities or something? 30 personalities. That's a lot. That's like a lot of micromanagement, bro. It's a lot of micromanagement. That's a lot to kind of deal with. 30. Fighting for his life, man. Fighting for his life. This one's gonna be just a little rodent. A little guy. A little guy indeed. A little mouse. A yam. No. A possum. Master Splinter, yeah, it's just a little mouse. A little mouse. You might have to turn your phone upside down. That's like a little woodpecker. I see a marsupial. It's a little mouse, a little rodent, another bird. Thank you too, Bree. Nah, this one, he's a little, he just be flying, he just be doing this thing. Not a bird. He's tiny, a duck. Baby calf. Could be, could be. Baby rabbit. Y'all just low-key gave me an idea. How y'all feeling about this little mouse, man? Bird and mouse. You gotta support Red Pen and Jace for all the hard work. Thank you, Mug. Dang, not even for the blue. I'm not gonna lie, I'm 46. Nursing name will do it. Thank you, Bill. It's so tripping to watch you do these. I gotta make sure I know I'm not like an AI or something. A little AI person. Okay, this one's gonna be the finale up here in this top little corner. Y'all have to guess. Y'all have to guess. Y'all have to guess. And I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna like name what everything is when I get done. Y'all gotta guess. A hedgehog, a bee. You know, I was gonna squeeze something in that corner, but I don't even want to. I'm gonna just leave it as it is. I don't want to feel like I'm like squeezing stuff unnecessarily. I did a deer chicken, a block of cheese. This one is indeed. Y'all gotta get. What do y'all think this one is? A kangaroo? Nah, not a Hellcat. So I did a bear. Thank you for the Heart Me Too volcano. Yeah, a bear, a gator, a beer. Please draw me a Hellcat, bro. I'm not drawing a Hellcat tonight, bro. Here's a bear. This one, what do y'all think this one is? I appreciate it too, Autumn. I see a fox. Nah, like, wait. Ignore my right. What do y'all think this one is? A gator, a salmon, a gator, a Gatorade, of course. Croc. Oh, nice. Thank you, Vaughn. Crocodile, gator, gator, crocodile. Or this one, this one was supposed to be a crocodile, but I'll take both. I'll take both as the answers. Okay, now on to the next thing. What do y'all think this one's supposed to be? Lemonade, squirrel, turtle, a lemonade. What do y'all think this one is? A salmon, a raccoon, salmon, a fish, a barracuda, a fish. It could be a narwhal, a salmon, a fish, a barracuda, a fish, a trout, a fish, maybe a salmon, a fish. This one is a salmon. Y'all right. It's nice. It's a nice amount of y'all that are right indeed. Y'all gotta tell me what y'all think this one is. I'm gonna like zoom in a little bit. I'm trying to see the raccoon. You think it's a raccoon? A panda? Raccoon. It's supposed to be a frisbee. Instead of brown bear, a panda. All right. I'll take that. I'll take that. Then, okay. What do y'all think this one is right here? A bandit. You gotta guess. A fox. A fox. A coyote, a bald eagle, a star fox. Been here since the eagle claws. You've been here since the beginning of time, Jeremiah. Eagle, fox. Supposed to be a chicken nugget, a wolf. Nah, bro, you can't choose both the answers. Nah, this one it's a fox, genuinely. I'll say what this one is, because like I said, it's kind of small. I would say, bro, you can't choose all the answers that are bubbled as options. This one is a little robin. He's kind of tiny. He's tiny on there, man, but it's a robin. Tufted, a blue jay, a hummingbird. No. But I mean, I'll take it. This eagle is what I started the page off with. That was like the beginning before I drew everything else around him. But this one is the eagle. I'm gonna do some more full body pictures like these. I think that's what I'm gonna like base this whole book around more than anything. Vecna. Genuinely, no, not Vecna, but people have been asking me to do some Stranger Things people for a while. I haven't gotten around to it. But I did. Then lastly, what do y'all think this one is? I said it was a crab, but it's y'all eyes are not deceiving y'all. Y'all know what it is. What do you see? What do you see? Like it up. Definitely. I wanna finish the stream off with 30K. It's gonna be a shorter one, but I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this. A kangaroo. It's not a kangaroo, Amy. It's not a kangaroo. Hot honor route. Nah. This is Arthur Morgan. That's tough. Hot honor is crazy. Deer. Not definitely not, Smitty. Definitely not. A deer. Yeah. It is a deer. It is a deer indeed. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and just show everything just before I close off with the night. We got the 30K likes. It's gonna be a shorter live, but I appreciate y'all kind of watching this come together with me. Yeah, man. I will see y'all in the next one. Everything I did tonight will be in a time-lapse form. Say, may I stand unshaken. But yeah, y'all have a good night. I will catch y'all in the next one. You killed me. Not saying it. Nah. Bro, you trying to like put an enchantment on me, bro? No, sir. But yeah, y'all take it easy, man. Have a good night. I will see y'all.